What's up, YouTube? This is KingDaddyDMAC coming at you with my Federation battles for this week. I got a doubleheader, and it is going to be awesome. So here I go. I'm up against first SaphyreRose and then against MrEEnEFan. So here we go. SaphyreRose. Now I lead off with Rachi. Get off my rain dance. He has a lead Lucario, and I was afraid he was sashed, so instead of going for the rocks first turn, I go for the rain right away. He ends up turning out to be a Specs, but I still wasn't sure. So instead of again going for my rocks, I went for the water pulse just in case he was sashed, just to make sure that I could break that. Really hoping for the confusion with the water pulse. I think it's around 60%, but don't get it. But either way, Rachi did his job. Got at least the rain up. So here I bring in my Kabutops and Waterfall. Huh, he is out of here. So we're down to 5-5. The rain is falling. Everything is looking good. And he has a Breloom. And this kind of sucks. I can see, though, as a positive note, looks like he has a fighting type team. And I am going to rape his team if it's fighting type. So anyway, I'm able to get off a significant chunk of damage with the X-Scissor. I knew he'd resist any of my other attacks. Gets his Toxic Orb up, so yep, everything's looking good. Get in my Ludicolo and able to take him out. So yeah, everything's looking good. The rain's still falling. Goes into his Goro Hulk. So I go for a Hydro Pump and knock that sucker out of here. And very happy that it hit. He's out of here. And still a little worried, not sure what his walls are going to be. Everything's been fighting so far, and here he goes, Melodic. And I know I'm going to be able to do a significant chunk with the Energy Ball. Looks to be a 2-hit KO. The rain's still falling, and yeah, he gets his Flame Orb up, and that makes me feel a lot better because Flame Orb versions of that poke are just fail. So anyway, he brings in his Infernape. The rain stops, so I'm going to want to switch out here. I go into my Zapdos just because I know it's going to be able to wall, well, at least I'm hoping that it'll be able to wall this Infernape decently. He goes for the Flamethrower. He gets a crit, and it kind of sucked, but whatever. He goes for the Vacuum Wave and takes me out. So now I go into my Kingdra. I know I'll be able to resist anything that the ape has. I'm going to be able to set up my Rain Dance. He switches out to a Gengar, probably fearing a Water type move. And yeah, now I'm faster. I'm going to be able to do a Waterfall and knock that Gengar out of here. The rain's falling, and yeah, he goes back into his Melodic. And here I know I'm just going to be able to take out the rest of his team with Outrage. So yeah, good game, SaphyreRose. Sorry I had to be the one to knock you out of the Fed, but yeah, he kind of deserved it there, going Monotype fighting. Really did not expect he'd give me such an easy match, but hey, I can't complain. So anyway, we next have a Fed battle against MrEEnEFan. Now this one worried me a little bit more just because he was able to get, both these people were in the second round, but he was able to take out Chase. So I know Chase being one of the better Fed battlers, this guy very likely could put up an excellent fight for me. So anyway, he starts off as Malarius, and I'm going to switch out, fearing the fire move either overheat, or luckily he does Flamethrower, so I switch to my Kingdra. He's going to resist it. Going to be able to set up my Rain Dance. He now switches into his Swellow, and I'm thinking this very likely could be a flying type team. So I was a little pissed I wasn't able to set up my rocks yet, but either way, with the rain up there, I'm going to be able to easily take out that Swellow with one hit, and yeah, it so far is 6-5. He next goes into his Drifblim, which definitely now seeing 3 flying pokes. I'm positive it's flying. He goes for the Calm Mind, but I know that a Thunder's going to do significant damage. I'm hoping that it just about takes him out. I wasn't sure after the Calm Mind, and I knew this guy can be pretty bulky, but hey, it takes him out. I thought it was a crit, but yeah, no crit, so that is awesome. It is now 6-4. He brings in his Firebird, and then does a double switch, basically just trying to make sure that I stayed in, I guess, and hoping that I'd do the Thunder again, which the Shaman resists, and he's obviously a wall, taking that so well. So he goes for the Leech Seed, and I'm not going to want to stay in for this, and I'm going to switch right out. I decide to go into my Rachi just because in case he Seed Flares, I know he's going to be able to take it, but he ends up switching out anyway, goes into his Dragonite. Now here I go for the Stealth Rock. I want to get that up just because I know that's the flying team and he's going to take about 25% on all of his folks from it. He goes for a Dragon Dance. I was a little scared here, but I knew I had to get the Paralyze off on this guy. With Thunder it's about 60%, and with a little luck, I'm able to get off that Paralyze on the first Thunder. It's really doing jack shit for damage, so here I'm going to go for the Water Pulse again. I think it's about 60% to get the Confuse. I don't get it on the first one, and hoping that I get it on the second. I do get it, and he did get Paralyzed, so that kind of sucks for him, but now I got a double status, so to speak, and yeah, it's going to be very difficult for him to do jack shit to me. Now I'm going to continue going for the Thunders. He ends up hitting himself in Confusion, and that is bye-bye Dragonite. So now he goes back into his Shaman. He's probably the biggest issue for my team, but he ends up running, and I can see why now. His last poke was a Tentacruel. So good game, MrEEnEFan. Sorry to knock you out of the Fed, but yeah, 6-0s are always nice. Comment, rate, subscribe, people, and peace out.